Hello, everyone. My name is Christine Harvey. I'm a lead high performance and analytic computing engineer at the MITRE Corporation. I'm the SC20 Students at SC Chair, and most importantly, I am a Students at SC alumni. I started attending SC in 2010, and I served as a student volunteer twice before joining the SC committee. SC's had a really major impact on my life in multiple ways. I've gained mentors, found a welcoming community, developed leadership skills, and formed really incredible friendships along the way. For this Students at SC alumni video, I'll talk about how I was able to kickstart my research career and really find a passion for research computing through attending SC. So I first went to SC in 2010 when the conference was in New Orleans with the education program. And then for SC11, I came back as a student volunteer. And this was my second time attending SC. So I knew a little bit about the conference and what there was going on. So I knew there was a job fair. I had been to job fairs before. I'd been to one at my university before, but it was smaller and it was really broad. There weren't a lot of jobs specific for someone in computer science or computational science, which was my major. So at this point in time, I was a junior in college. It was my second time at the conference, so I really tried to prepare for this career fair because it was kind of a pivotal point. I was thinking about going to grad school. I wasn't sure if I wanted to stay where I was, if I wanted to enter the workforce, what was going on. So I really put a lot of work into preparing for this job fair. So I prepped my resume. There wasn't much on it. It wasn't very good at the time. I had, an unpaid internship at the Army Research Lab in high school. I had been working filing papers in the grants office at the university. And then I had a bunch of jobs like waitressing and cashier at a gas station. But I had my resume prepared and I had it all put together. I think I even bought like nice paper and I printed it out ahead of time and hauled all those resume printouts with me to the conference so I could hand them out just in case there wasn't a printer anywhere in Seattle. And I also planned a path through all the companies at the job fair. I really thought about like how I would go to all of them and what order I would want to go to and which ones I wanted to hit first because I thought they'd be the most interesting. So I think I actually spent the entire day of the job fair going through all the companies that I thought were cool and handing out my resume and trying to talk with them and find a place at these companies. So I looked at different REU programs, I talked to all the national labs, and I think the last stop I actually had was at the booth that had a big impact. So I stopped at the Open Science Data Cloud booth, and the Open Science Data Cloud was a collaboration between the University of Chicago and Florida International University, as well as several European, South American, Asian, different research groups, and they were looking for people that wanted to do international research fellowships. So you would spend part of your summer abroad doing research with a European or South American or Asian research institution. So I thought that was fascinating, and it seemed really far outside my comfort zone. It seemed really kind of foreign to me that this could be something I could do. But I kept talking to the woman after the conference, and I ended up applying, and I was accepted. So I got to visit Chicago for the first time for training, and then I spent 5 weeks at the University of Edinburgh. And I got to experience working in a university research lab that had all these, fascinating European HPC projects. Well, at the time I went there, I didn't have a passport, and I don't think I even really knew anyone that had ever left the country before. So I learned a lot over the summer about, myself, what I like working on, how a research community functions, and really how big the computing, the big data world really is. So from the OSDC experience, after that ended, I was actually able to go back and present my work from the previous year in 2013. And then in 2016, the OSDC did a final round of funding, and I actually took partial leave from my job at MITRE, and I spent 6 weeks working at the University of Amsterdam. So overall, the job fair at SC11 took about 10 minutes max out of my day, stopping at that one booth at the job fair, very short period of time early on in my career. But it led to a really incredible opportunity and really, three so far research adventures overseas across 5 years. I still have really great relationships with many of the people I got to work with, and every year I look forward to getting to see them at SC. I don't have to wait for now, but hopefully it'll continue in the future. So to wrap this up, I guess I share my advice for attending SC and trying to make the most of your time. So the specific to the job fair, I guess. So the first is just apply for things. A lot of people, I think, count themselves out of opportunities because they've never done something like that before, or they don't know anyone that's done something like that before. And the only way you're going to grow into, the person that does those sort of things is to apply be in those sort of things and try them out. Somebody will eventually take a chance on you if you're a good person and if you're a good fit for the role. So just keep applying for things. Don't count yourself out. Let somebody else do that for you. And then the next piece of advice is be prepared. Look over your resume. Try to make sure it's in good shape. SC has a great resume workshop this year. If you haven't gone yet, or if you've missed out on it, reach out to somebody at your university or reach out to a friend and ask them to look at your resume for you. The more eyes you have on it, the better it's going to be over time. And also offer to look at other people's resumes as well, because that experience going through that will make yours better in the long run too. So, apply for things, don't count yourself out, and then be prepared when you go into these opportunities. So, thank you for taking the time to listen to my story. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me via LinkedIn if you want to talk more about any of the things I've covered, or if you have similar experiences you'd like to share with me. I really hope you enjoy SC20, and hopefully next year we're all together in person for this event. Thank you.